So you just graduated recently.
I did.
And what was that like to graduate in a time of COVID-19?
Well, I think it's not just graduating online, but just like our last couple months transitioning into online school. For some people, it was very bothering. Some people did not like it at all. It was kind of depressing for them.
Some people you.
No. I really like online school, and I was fine with it, and like talking to people on just from the computer and stuff, because like for years every night with my friends who are in Singapore and like around the world, like I play video games with them, and we always just call each other and we're just talking like that. So I still feel very kind of connected through a screen and stuff to my teachers and to my classmates. And I didn't mind the online learning at all. But I obviously did miss being at school and stuff. And then when it came to the actual graduation and like our pre-grad ceremony, like the biggest bummer is just because I still got to see all my friends, but not being able to go and like see like teachers and being able to like hug them and say like proper goodbyes. But I mean, to be fair, I've seen a lot of my teachers and stuff like outside of school, which is fantastic. But I feel like we were so lucky. Like the people who were on island, we ended up going to a hotel together, and we like stayed there, and we watched our graduation premiere on YouTube. And I don't know, I loved our graduation, and I don't know if everyone graduating in 2020 had the same or as good as an experience, but I'm just very lucky that I still got to be around people who I love and be around my friends, still got to say goodbye to teachers. And I mean, I still graduated and still presented my greenstone. Yeah. And just in a different way.
That's a very optimistic way of looking at it. That's so nice. How did that all go down, the whole graduating ceremony and then the greenstone? Like, what were the technicalities?
Yeah, so for the people, because I actually have no idea how many right now, but maybe like half? Or I have no idea. But some people from our class left island. Some people were on island. Some people were on island but more secluded to their homes. So you had the option to come into green school and have it filmed, or you would film it yourself, whatever country or home you're in, and send it in. And I went and did mine at green school, and because COVID kind of threw around my greenstone ideas, and I would say that time management is not my best quality. I ended up kind of being quite last minute with my speech. And so I read off a teleprompter, and Adrian, who edited and filmed all the things, did a very excellent job of making it look like I spoke seamlessly in one take for the whole thing, where in fact I messed up probably 30 times. So that was one major plus side to all this, to having it being online. So all the greenstones were filmed, and then they were presented maybe 10 a day, or some were 10 a day. Yeah. One on a Sunday, then on a Wednesday, and then on a Friday, and they are premiered live onto YouTube, and each kind of stream was about 1.5 to 2 hours. Yeah. And it was great because
and it's still up there now.
Yeah, all of them are up there. I think they're all still in huge long videos, but I think eventually they'll be posted as separate videos. Okay. And but it was nice because you could be saying, "Oh, good luck," and or not good luck, but that's amazing, so excited. We were all texting each other. Aww. And on the YouTube kind of
That's
comment
so
section. So it was really nice, and
to get the virtual support from everyone. Yeah. While you're doing it.
And it was cool because not that relatives don't watch the greenstones that are normally filmed, but it was cool to kind of have my relatives be watching it at the same time, and it was more, I feel like there was more emphasis on screening it and having a bunch of people watch it because there was no actual live
because usually people come there and watch as a live audience, right?
And then on the graduation side, we had a pre-grad dinner, and that was just a Zoom call. Okay. And that was actually really fun, and people would just get up and talk about teachers. Videos were played.
How did that I'm just trying to picture how to have a pre-grad dinner on a Zoom call. Like, how do you organize the who says what when?
So I think Ibu Leslie was in charge. He was kind of facilitating everything. And so some people were in groups, like people on islands, some people were together. So most people were just with their families, and everyone was on the call. Teachers, I mean, you couldn't see everyone on one page. We had like a projector up so we could see people's face. And we just kind of keep going through, and people were waving. And then when it came to like the teacher's gratitude, we had already planned out what we were going to say. So like Ibu Leslie would just call our name, and we'd get up and start speaking, and it was really nice. And then like the videos of us as kids, like the parents make, that was just premiered as a YouTube video beforehand.
Oh, that's cool. I think it's really interesting how everyone has managed to adapt to this new learning style.
Yeah.
Instead of letting it kind of stop everything.
Yeah.
And how was it like to kind of, like, I think you have a very unique experience in the sense that you have been at Green School for 10 years. Mm-hmm. And I know you also were the witnessing all these people graduating and their graduation ceremonies, and then the cute little Gragimon cards that you made. What was it like to have such a unique graduation experience from the other ones that you've witnessed before, especially being at that school for so long?
Yeah, because I've, as you said, I've seen every single graduation at the Green School, and partaked in every single one of them as well. And I don't know, it was just
were you ever like disappointed, or was there a feeling
I wasn't like, oh no, or I don't know, I just like, it wasn't something that was really going through my head. I was just like, oh yeah, we get to graduate, like at all. And so it was just I was being I was being optimistic about it, and
I think it's nice that you're very like upbeat about it still.
But it was so great. Like it was, they made a video and filmed a bunch of different things and played. It was nice, and we were all just sitting there at the hotel eating dinner and watching. And we still got to go up and throw our caps. I almost killed someone with mine, and it was.
How did that happen?
just throwing it up, and then it went like right through.
Oh god.
Almost hit them.
Oh god.
I feel like everyone gets injured from throwing caps.
Oh yeah.
So we still got to do that, and that's like, I mean, that was the only thing I really wanted to do, was like throw my cap out.
Mm-hmm.
Then like.
So for you personally, it was kind of just like, it's great that you can even graduate.
Yeah. I think for some other people, I know that they'd like kind of like the feeling of like being at graduation and doing that was like that they were really excited for that, but like I wouldn't say I was like super looking forward to like actually the graduation ceremony. Like I was looking forward to it, but it wasn't something that was like really important to me. Like it was more just like, oh yeah, that's like it's great, but it was also great how it was done this year as well.
I think it's a very unique perspective as well.
Yeah.
For you to have that. And like going online and that whole shift, moving everything, did you ever like lose motivation to study? Was it ever difficult, or how did you kind of keep going with that different way of learning? I
mean, we only had like one full block that was online, and for most grade 12, so for me especially, I was just mainly working on Greenstone. And I don't even actually, there was a class that I barely partaked in, which I probably should have, but then and then the other class I took was LEAP, which is a program at the school that I've taken for years, but it was an online version.
What is it? Let's Eat.
Oh yeah, Let's Eat Amazing Pizza. But it's just like a project-based experiential learning program. And so that was the main stuff I was doing, and I was it was my Greenstone, and I was doing that stuff for LEAP, and I was just kind of working on all that and I wouldn't say I was like busy. I was just kind of just like, because I wasn't like, I'm never really that busy anyways in regular school.
At the Green School?
Yeah. Well, just especially me, like I like to take it easy and just really like to learn and enjoy what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I would say there were some days where I was just a little unmotivated because I really had to like go and like do all this stuff myself for LEAP and like making different things, and I was doing lots of fermenting for my greenstone.
Fermenting in your thinking as well.
Yeah. And so, yeah, there was times, but
yeah, because I feel like a whole lot of like what keeps us going is going to the actual location.
yeah.
So I'm intrigued in how you manage to keep up that motivation when you're learning from home.
Yeah. No, yeah, that I think being around also. Yeah, no, I think a location is a big thing because you kind of like when you go to school, you kind of switch into
School mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the green school, it's a different school mode than other schools, but when like and then when you go home, you kind of switch back off, or so it makes it hard to. And also like as someone more my mom was telling me about like routines, because like your routine just went out the door. Like
Yeah.
some people had school like in the morning, some people had in the middle of the day, some people had in the afternoon, like based on what classes you were in.
Yeah.
And so like I mean, not just me, but people's sleep schedules are just all wonky because
Yeah.
some people are waking up at like 1 to
Yeah.
start their classes. Some people are waking up at a regular time, which seems so early now, at like 8 or even, I don't even, yeah.
8 is early now.
Well, no, now I'm starting to sleep and wake up like a regular person, but I hadn't woken up at like 6:30 for like months, and I had done it like 2 weeks ago, and I like forgot that like sunrises existed, and
Oh my gosh.
it was quite nice. But
You're reawakening
yeah.
to the human experience.
So yeah, I feel like that is a big thing, kind of like just getting stuck and you're just in bed, and then it's like you're feeling lazy, but then you just kind of get your computer and you join class, but like you're kind of half asleep. It does going to a location, and then I even think just being around people, which I talked about a bit of my greenstone, is like learning, because obviously you're learning with other. Well, no, you're not really learning with other people on online school because you kind of get it all from the teacher.
Yeah.
And some classes were better, kind of having more discussions on like the Zoom call, but you can only really do that with a really small number of kids in the class, like 4. Yeah.
Yeah.